My dear students and viewers, welcome back to the second part of the video, Voice Change. I hope that you have enjoyed the first part and you understood. If you have any problem, you can give your comment. I will try to help you. So we start with voice and tense. Dear students, dear viewers, in active and passive voice, we must have a very good knowledge of tense and its relation with voice of a particular verb or verbs. Present tense, past tense, future tense. I give only one sentence, and in different tenses what will be the form of that sentence that is given here. Present simple, I eat bread. The passive is bread is eaten by me. Past simple or past indefinite, I ate bread, and in passive it will be bread was eaten by me. Future, I will eat bread. Passive, bread will be eaten by me. So see how the bread is eaten changes into past tense, was eaten, and in future tense will be eaten. Just check the change of verbs, helping verb and past participle, right? So let's come to the next part, that is continuous. Present continuous, I am eating bread. Bread is being eaten by me. I was eating bread. Bread was being eaten by me. I will be eating bread. But in passive, it is not possible. So in case of tense, you will see there are 4 places where passive is not possible, right? So here, this is the first place where future continuous, passive voice is not possible. Now we come to perfect tense. Perfect tense, when we use have or has or had with the main verb in past participle, that is perfect tense. And you see whenever there is use of have or has or had, we can change them into passive by using been, right? So let's see. In active, I have eaten bread. Passive will be bread has been eaten by me. Past perfect, I had eaten bread. Bread had been eaten by me. And in future perfect, I will have eaten bread. Bread will have been eaten by me. So you see, has been eaten, had been eaten, will have been eaten. So this are the passive. And now come to perfect continuous. Look at this. I have been eating. Passive is not possible. Past tense, past perfect continuous. I had been eating. Possible. Passive is not possible. And when we come to future perfect continuous, I shall have been eating. Again here, passive is not possible. So my dear students, you will see that there are 4 places not possible. That is in future continuous, then present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous, right? So if you have any doubt, you can please write in the comment box. I will help you. Next, point number 8, passive without by. There are some verbs which do not take by after their passive form. Like they satisfied me. I was satisfied with them. Number 2, I know him. He is known to me. Number 3, he annoyed me. I am annoyed with him. My behavior vexed him. He was vexed at my behavior. Number 5, I displeased my mother. My mother was displeased with me. And number 6, his gentleness pleased me. I was pleased with his gentleness. Alright. Now come to point number 9, passive without doer or agent. Dear students, the doer or the agent, very important, but there are some sentences where we don't need the doer. When the doer or the agent is not important in a sentence, we omit agent, that means the doer. When the agent is not known or obvious, we also omit the agent. And when the agent is someone or somebody, then also we omit the agent. Examples, the thief was arrested. Obviously he was arrested by the police, so we don't write by the police, we just write the thief was arrested. This building was built in 1979 by my grandfather or by somebody else or by some other authority. That is not very important. Building, it was built, that is more important. So here we don't need to write the agent. And then third example, he was made monitor by the classmates. We don't need to mention by the classmates. He was made monitor. Now passive of ditransitive. Ditransitive means a verb where there are two objects. When there are two objects of a transitive verb, we can bring any one object in the place of subject in passive voice. It is preferable to bring indirect object like me, us, you, him, he, her, them, it, and you bring them in the place of subject and change them into I, we, you, he, she, they, it, etc. In place of the subject, the passive voice. Example, he gave me a book, active. I was given a book by him, passive. Or you can also write a book was given to me by him. So you see in the second sentence, he gave me a book, and when I change into passive, I was given a book by him. It sounds better than a book was given to me by him, right? Because in the third sentence, you see, when I'm changing that into passive, I'm bringing book in the place of subject, right? And in the second sentence, I was given a book, I'm bringing I in front, the place of subject, me changes into I, right? It sounds better. And you don't need to bring another to, actually here, given to me. So it sounds a little odd. Now we come to modal and passive voice. I have already told you, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, ought, need, dare, must, used to. These are the modal verbs. And whenever there is modal verb, it is very easy to change into passive. Just bring one be, be verb. So the construction of the passive with modal verb is like this: modal plus be verb plus past participle. Just check this example. I can sing a song. A song can be sung by me. She should respect her teacher. Her teacher should be respected by her. So bring just be, this verb with the modal, and it will be passive. Point number 12, passive of imperative sentences. Dear students, let me tell you what is an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence begins with the main verb. It is a technique to identify an imperative sentence. Obviously, there is subject and you is the subject. You, always, it is understood. An imperative sentence always begins with principal verb and the subject is always you. This is understood. Example, open the door. That is, you open the door. So it is very easy for the students to identify an imperative sentence. Open the door, it is an active. So you can change into passive by using let. Let the door be opened. Do not kill the animals. Active. Let not the animals be killed. Next, let me do the sum. Active. Let the sum be done by me. Passive. So you have seen how the imperative active to passive is changed. Now some imperatives are changed into passive in the following manner. Just check. Keep your dignity. Your dignity should be kept. Please keep off the grass. You are requested to keep off the grass. Right? Now we come to passive of interrogative sentences. There are two kinds of interrogative sentences, namely yes-no question and number 2, WH question. Why they are called yes-no questions? Because the answer of all these questions will always be either yes or no. And why the second part is called WH questions? Because these questions begin with WH word except HOW, how. Now see the examples. Passive. Passive of yes-no questions. Do you know him? Is he known to you? Are you writing a letter? Is a letter being written by you? Right? Will he help you? Will you be helped by him? So these were the yes-no questions. Now we are coming to WH questions. See the examples. What do they want? What is wanted by them? Check. The main sentence is in present tense, so I'm using be verb is. Next one, number 2. When did he do it? When was it done by him? Number 3. Where did he do the work? Where was the work done by him? Number 4. Which book did he buy? Which book was bought by him? Number 5. How did you solve the problem? How was the problem solved by you? Number 6. Why did you beat her? Why was she bitten by you? Number 7. Who broke the window pane? By whom was the window pane broken? Right? If the sentence begins with who, the question begins with who, your answer in passive will be by whom, right? Now we come to quasi-passive. Some verbs look active but express the sense of passive. That is, some verbs are active in form but passive in sense. They are actually half passive. These verbs are called quasi-passive. Quasi means half. Most of these verbs are like this: taste, feel, smell, read, sell, print, beat, etc. Example: the sandpaper feels rough. The sandpaper, passive, the sandpaper is rough when it is felt. Sugar tastes sweet. Sugar tastes sweet when it is tasted. This is passive. Guns are firing. Guns are being fired. Apples are selling cheap. Apples are being sold cheap. So these are the examples of quasi-passive, right? Next, voice of complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is the one where there is one main clause and one or more than one subordinate clause, right? So complex sentence, when there is a complex sentence, we should change not only the principal clause but also the subordinate clause. Take the example: I know that my sister broke the glass. It is known to me that the glass was broken by my sister. Next, they told that Peter would sing a song. It was told by them that a song would be sung by Peter. Right? So we have changed both the side, main clause as well as subordinate clause. Point number 16, passive of negative sentences. They did not write the letter. The letter was not written by them. I have not broken the toy. The toy has not been broken by me. Right? And my dear students and viewers, I have come to the last point of this active and passive. Just see. Sentences with gerund, that is verbal noun. Gerund means verbal noun with preposition and object. Example: the government has passed a law against hunting animals. A law has been passed against animals being hunted. I saw the cleaning of the house. I saw the house being cleaned. Right? There are some sentences where this construction is there. Gerund is there. Gerund means verbal noun is there with preposition and object. So these are the sentences where you can do them by using be, being cleaned, being killed, being hunted, etc. Right? So dear students, thank you very much. Dear viewers, thank you very much. Dear students and my dear viewers, thank you very much for watching this program. And once again, I would like to thank you for your support and your subscription and your likes as well as dislikes, because the dislikes makes me very critical and I try to rectify my faults if there is, and I try to rectify those faults to make better and better video. Thank you once again. Have a very good day and don't forget to watch my other videos in different topics, different chapters. So thank you. Have a good day.